Stop scrolling, stop guessing. Stop wasting hours trying to figure out how to make real money online. What I'm about to show you today isn't theory, it isn't hype, and it isn't some get-rich-quick scam. These are 6 ChatGPT hacks that, when used the right way, will multiply your results, your income, and your impact faster than you ever imagined, so much so that it almost feels illegal. Imagine turning ideas into cash in minutes. Imagine solving problems for businesses before anyone else even sees the opportunity. Imagine having a tool that thinks faster than you ever could, works tirelessly, and never complains. That's exactly what we're diving into today. By the end of this video, you won't just understand ChatGPT, you'll know exactly how to use it to generate real income, scale your skills, and take control of your financial future. Every hack I share is actionable, repeatable, and designed to give you unfair advantage in a world where speed, clarity, and execution are everything. You're ready to stop being a consumer AI and start being a creator, a problem solver, and a money-making machine. Stay with me, because the value you're about to get will blow your mind, and it could change the way you work forever. Leverage AI as a force multiplier, not a toy, means understanding that ChatGPT is not here to entertain you, impress you, or save you a few minutes on homework level tasks. A toy is something you play with when you are bored. A force multiplier is something that turns average effort into extraordinary output. Most people open ChatGPT, type a casual question, get a casual answer, and move on. That mindset keeps them exactly where they are. High performers approach it differently. They treat ChatGPT like a junior partner whose job is to remove friction, speed up thinking, and amplify results. Instead of asking random questions, they give clear context, define objectives, and demand structured outputs. When you do that, you stop consuming information and start producing value. The real power comes from using ChatGPT to compress time. What used to take weeks of research, trial and error, and mental exhaustion can now be done in hours. Market research, idea validation, competitor breakdowns, pricing strategies, audience psychology, messaging angles, and execution plans can all be generated, refined, and stress tested quickly. This doesn't replace human judgment, it sharpens it. You still decide what matters, but you no longer get stuck in confusion or analysis paralysis. The gap between idea and action shrinks, and that gap is where most people lose momentum. A force multiplier mindset also means delegating thinking, not just tasks. Anyone can ask ChatGPT to write a paragraph. Very few people ask it to challenge assumptions, identify blind spots, simulate customer objections, or stress test a business idea from multiple angles. When you use it this way, you are effectively expanding your cognitive bandwidth. You can explore more opportunities, reject bad ideas faster, and double down on what works. This creates an unfair advantage because speed compounds. The faster you test, the faster you learn. The faster you learn, the faster you earn. Treating ChatGPT seriously also requires discipline. You don't wait for motivation. You build workflows. You create repeatable prompts, systems, and processes that you use daily. You don't ask vague questions. You give precise instructions. You don't settle for the first answer. You iterate and refine. Over time, your inputs get sharper and the outputs get more valuable. That's when ChatGPT stops being a novelty and starts functioning like leverage. And leverage is how small teams beat big companies, how beginners outperform experts, and how ordinary people create extraordinary results without burning themselves out. Airing skills into systems using ChatGPT means shifting from being the person who does everything manually to being the person who designs how things get done. Skills on their own are limited by time and energy. How do systems run whether you feel motivated or not? Most people stay stuck because they rely on effort instead of structure. They write from scratch every time, think from zero every time, and solve the same problems repeatedly. ChatGPT allows you to capture your best thinking once and reuse it endlessly. When you turn a skill into a system, you stop starting over and start scaling. The process begins by identifying what you do repeatedly. Writing emails, creating content, responding to clients, generating ideas, researching topics, or planning projects are all patterns, not one-off events. Instead of handling them case by case, you design a repeatable workflow and embed ChatGPT inside it. You create prompts that reflect your standards, tone, and goals. Over time, those prompts become assets. Each one saves you hours and delivers consistent quality. That consistency is what clients, audiences, and businesses pay for. Stems also remove emotional friction. When your income depends on inspiration, you become unreliable. When it depends on systems, you become predictable. ChatGPT helps you break complex tasks into clear steps and then automates large portions of that process. You don't wake up wondering what to do. The system tells you. This turns creative work into operational work, and operational work scales far better than talent alone. Their powerful shift happens when systems allow delegation without hiring. Normally, scaling requires people, training, and management. With ChatGPT, you can offload first drafts, outlines, analysis, and ideation instantly. You remain the decision maker and quality controller, but the heavy lifting is done for you. This allows one person to produce at the level of a team. That is where margins expand and stress drops. Turning skills into systems also increases your market value. Anyone can claim to be skilled. Very few can deliver outcomes consistently. Businesses don't pay for potential, they pay for reliability. When you show that you have a proven process powered by AI, you become easier to trust and easier to hire. You're no longer selling time or talent, you're selling a machine that produces results. As your systems mature, they compound. What starts as a simple prompt evolves into a library of workflows, templates, and frameworks that grow more powerful with use. Each project improves the next one. Each result strengthens the system. This is how individuals quietly build leverage while others stay busy. Skill gets you started, but systems are what take you beyond effort and into exponential output. Solve expensive problems for businesses faster means understanding that money flows towards speed and certainty. Businesses don't pay premiums for effort, creativity, or intelligence on their own. They pay for relief from problems that are costing them time, revenue, customers, or growth. The more expensive the problem, the more valuable the solution. ChatGPT becomes powerful when you use it to identify, analyze, and address those problems quicker than traditional methods allow. Instead of spending weeks diagnosing issues, you can compress the process into hours and present clear, actionable solutions. Every business has friction points that quietly drain money. Leads aren't converting, customers aren't staying, internal teams are slow, messaging is unclear, or decision makers are overwhelmed with information. Most businesses know something is wrong but can't clearly articulate it. That's your opportunity. With ChatGPT, you can break down customer journeys, analyze sales conversations, rewrite offers, refine messaging, and map out improvements without needing deep industry experience. You're not guessing. You're structuring clarity, and clarity is extremely valuable to decision makers. Speed is what separates freelancers from problem solvers. Traditional consultants charge high fees because they take time to analyze and deliver insights. When you can deliver similar clarity faster, you gain leverage. ChatGPT allows you to simulate customer objections, analyze competitor, test pricing angles, and draft implementation plans rapidly. This lets you walk into conversations prepared, confident, and focused on outcomes. Businesses trust people who reduce uncertainty. When you can explain the problem better than the owner can, you immediately position yourself as valuable. Living expensive problems also means speaking the language of results. Businesses don't care that you used AI. They care that sales increased, costs dropped, or processes improved. ChatGPT helps you frame solutions in terms of metrics, timelines, impact. Instead of vague advice, you can present clear steps, projected improvements, and prioritized actions. This shifts you from being seen as help to being seen as leverage. Another advantage is iteration. Expensive problems rarely have one perfect solution. They require testing, feedback, and adjustment. ChatGPT allows rapid iteration without burnout. You can refine ideas, adapt messaging, and adjust strategies quickly as new information comes in. This responsiveness builds trust and long-term relationships. Clients don't just pay for answers, they pay for ongoing momentum. And you consistently solve problems that directly affect revenue or efficiency, price becomes secondary. Businesses don't negotiate hard on solutions that protect or grow their income. By using ChatGPT to move faster than the problem itself, you step into a category where demand is high and competition is low because most people are still focused on tasks instead of outcomes. Thinking, not just tasks, means shifting from using ChatGPT as a simple tool that performs repetitive work to using it as a partner that structures your decision making and amplifies your cognitive output. Most people use AI to save a few minutes on writing emails, generating content, or summarizing information. While that is useful, it barely scratches the surface. True leverage comes when you delegate the mental heavy lifting, research, analysis, planning, and problem solving so that your energy is focused on execution and strategy. ChatGPT is capable of helping how you model scenarios, test ideas, and explore options in ways that normally require a team of experts or weeks of work. And the faster you adopt this mindset, the faster you gain an unfair advantage. The core of automating thinking lies in structuring prompts and workflows that guide ChatGPT to mirror your thought process. Instead of asking vague questions, you define clear parameters, constraints, and desired outcomes. You don't just want an answer, you want a framework, an evaluation of pros and cons, and a step-by-step plan. By doing this consistently, you train the AI to replicate your decision making style and make recommendations that align with your goals. This transforms it from a reactive assistant into a proactive advisor. You start seeing opportunities, risks, and strategies that others miss because most people are still manually processing information at human speed while the AI is processing exponentially faster. Automating thinking also allows for faster experimentation. Normally, testing business strategies, marketing campaigns, or operational improvement involves trial and error, which consumes time, money, and energy. With ChatGPT, you can simulate different approaches, anticipate objections, and generate alternatives instantly. You can analyze competitors, break down customer psychology, or model financial outcomes in minutes instead of weeks. This means you can test more ideas, fail faster, and refine strategies before committing real resources, giving you both speed and insight that competitors cannot match. Another key aspect is reducing cognitive load. Your brain has limits, and decision fatigue is real. By automating parts of your thinking with AI, you preserve mental energy for high leverage tasks such as negotiation, closing deals, or creative problem solving. This doesn't make you lazy, it makes you strategic. It allows you to operate at a level of clarity and precision that is almost impossible without this kind of support, and over time these habits compound. When thinking becomes systematic, repeatable, and enhanced by AI, you gain a continuous advantage in speed, accuracy, and execution that most people will never access, and that is where extraordinary results are born. Monetize speed, clarity, and execution means understanding that the most valuable currency in business is not ideas, effort, or even talent. It's the ability to act faster, make better decisions, and deliver results reliably. Many people believe that making money requires working harder or learning more, but the reality is that speed combined with precision creates leverage that multiplies income in ways effort alone cannot. ChatGPT gives you the ability to move faster than the competition, clarify complex problems instantly, and execute ideas with a level of consistency that turns opportunities into tangible revenue. The faster you can identify a problem, devise a solution, and implement it, the more market advantage you create. Speed matters big. Use the market rewards first movers. Businesses, entrepreneurs, and clients are willing to pay a premium for people who shorten the gap between problem and solution. ChatGPT allows you to research, strategize, and generate deliverables in minutes that would normally take hours or days. That speed doesn't just save time, it creates the perception of authority, competence, and reliability. When you consistently deliver results before others can even start, you establish trust, command higher rates, and access opportunities that slower competitors will miss. Larry compounds the value of speed. Most opportunities fail not because the idea is bad, but because people are unclear on what steps to take or how to communicate their solution. ChatGPT helps you articulate complex concepts, structure actionable plans, and translate abstract ideas into tangible strategies. By providing frameworks, templates, and structured guidance, you eliminate ambiguity and reduce hesitation, which are the silent killers of income and growth. Clarity makes you decisive, and decisiveness is what businesses pay for. Execution is the multiplier. Speed and clarity without follow through are wasted potential. ChatGPT helps you generate the groundwork, but execution is where the real money is earned. By combining AI-powered preparation with disciplined action, you move from theory to results rapidly. This could mean launching campaigns, delivering client projects, publishing content, or iterating on product. TAS faster than anyone else. Each completed cycle reinforces credibility and generates momentum. That compounds over time, creating a feedback loop of increasing value and income potential. Monetizing this trifecta, speed, clarity, and execution, requires a mindset shift. You stop thinking in hours and start thinking in impact. Every interaction, every deliverable, every decision is an opportunity to turn knowledge into cash. People who fail to recognize this remain busy but broke, while those who harness these three forces consistently turn effort into scalable results. ChatGPT is not the magic itself, it is the tool that enables this velocity. The real power comes when you align it with a system, a process, and the discipline to act faster and smarter than anyone else in your market. End conclusion. The truth is simple. ChatGPT is not just a tool, it's a force multiplier, a system builder, a problem solver, and a speed engine. The 6 hacks we explored today are not about shortcuts or luck, they're about leveraging intelligence, clarity, and action to create real value faster than anyone else. If you apply these strategies, you won't just be keeping up with the world, you'll be ahead of it, turning opportunities into income, ideas into systems, and potential into results. The only thing standing between you and extraordinary success is your willingness to act, to experiment, and to push beyond what feels comfortable. Remember, the future rewards those who move first, think strategically, and execute relentlessly. Use these hacks consistently, and what seems impossible today will become your reality tomorrow. I want to leave you with this. Good luck on your journey. May your ideas turn into income, your action turn into momentum, and your dedication turn into unstoppable success. Thank you for your time, your energy, and your commitment to taking control of your future. Keep pushing, keep building, and never settle for ordinary when extraordinary is within reach.